Hey guys, welcome back to Sporty Office. Myself Narendra and with me Mithilesh. And today we are going to talk about Super League, European Super League. As you must have heard that 6 teams from England, 3 teams from Spain and 3 teams from Italy came together to form a separate league, a closed shop to give them the opportunity to earn more money. And we are going to discuss in this video how it all started, the history behind it, the current situation and what might happen in the future. So Mithilesh, how will you define this situation as of now?
Well, it's a tricky situation to be honest. I mean, all these teams were demanding. We'll discuss both the sides to it. So let's start with the positives. So if I am, I am a owner and I want to earn more money, what will I do? I will go shop around some new avenues or new places. Similarly, for a football fan or a football owner, I would say that if I want my club to earn more money, I will make them play more games. I will, try to get more sponsorship, more advertisements. And that is what I guess the whole idea of the Super League was. It was not to, play among the most coveted clubs. It was more like a money making thing. Because if you look at it, the top 10 clubs do not even feature a single Italian team when you look at the net evaluations. So it goes to say that this was not a credit based league, don't you think? It was more like a, whichever clubs has the most money, you're more than welcome to come. And that's why we saw 6 teams from the Premier League make it, because Premier League brings in the most revenue, the most money. So Florentino Perez, the Real Madrid's owner, he proposed this idea and he got along with Agnelli, the Juventus boss, Glazer, United boss, Henry, Liverpool boss, and Roman Abramovich, and he formed a league of core, extraordinary league of gentlemen, I would say, to make this fruitful, make his idea fruitful. In doing so, he also enabled that we as fans get to see all these more big teams covet for the Super League prize. And now, don't get me wrong, the league will go as is. Even the Champions League will go as is. This was a separate, additional league. You can call it as a Super Cup or whatever you want to name it. In addition to all the matches which already these teams players play. So the most surprising thing was none of the coaches, none of the players even had any idea about it. It was all done behind the scenes. So I'm not sure. It was a little bit shady in my opinion. How will you put it in your words, Narendra?
So my perspective was, if the money was flowing through other clubs as well, like some of the money will go into the development of youth teams or relegated teams, something like that. But this is a closed shop, so there is no relegation, there is no upgradation, things like that. So my perspective is, it was a good idea. They could have done it. We have Euros 1 year and 1 year World Cup. They still have 2 years gap in between. In those two summers, they could have arranged this tournament, for small duration, like how we see pre-season tournaments. And this could have been a brilliant fixture. Everyone could have waited for matches like Real Madrid Chelsea, Real Madrid Liverpool. These are like awaited fixture that people are waiting for, and this was a perfect opportunity that they what we say poorly put into practice what they were trying to do, breakaway league. And when UEFA just told them that if you are going to start a breakaway league, you are not part of European Champions League. And then FA started with you won't be participating in Premier League for those clubs, and then those all clubs pulled out. So it was a good thing that they pulled out. For money wise, yes, COVID definitely is harsh upon some of these big clubs and their revenues drop. But they must think about, if UEFA approves this league, then what will happen? What will stop other teams such as Leicester, West Ham, Aston Villa to come together to start their own league? Because if you approve one set of teams to start their own league, then other will also follow that, oh, we'll start. Then the entire format of the current, or the entire structure of the current football, will get disrupted because of these individual leagues. And there are so many matches to play. Yes, there is a problem with UEFA Champions League format, which hasn't been changed since early to late 90s, and we are still following. So immediately they proposed a new format, and even that is up for debate. 30, there are so many extra matches, like about 10 matches extra each team needs to play, and that is something worry from the players side, because players are already so much cramped into the situation. Any footballer needs at least 2 to 3 days to recover from 90-minute game. As of now, they are playing 3 games in 7 to 8 days duration, and I don't know where they are going to fit in the new format. So Mithilesh, what are your thoughts on the Super League being on the separate occasion, like a cup, World Cup or a Euro?
Yeah, that is a good idea. I feel like, make it more interesting, make it more challenging, and make it more, unique, because everybody's a fan of Champions League, everybody's a fan of Europa League, which is all going on. And those are the leagues which promote team and, will make the teams play together based on merit. Like, nobody can just play Champions League, if they want to. They cannot just form their own league. So you have to be in the top 3, top 4, in the top leagues in Europe to actually play that. And I think so that is what UEFA had a big problem with. But if I want to address the elephant in the room, I feel that even UEFA was a little bit concerned that maybe, like just maybe, their revenues might reduce. People might not invest more in the Champions League or Europa League because they are already getting lots of money from the Super League. So I mean, the whole idea is a game of money for me. Like, everybody wanted to earn more money, and that is where fans revolted. Like we saw in the last 48 to 72 hours, like they took onto the streets, they, vented their anger, and everything happened. And that's the reason these teams had to pull out. But it's still not confirmed. Like, we saw some press releases from Florentino Perez. He said that, okay, there may be, repercussions, there may be some issues. You can't just break away from the league. So whatever the new information is, that we'll keep you updated at Sporty Affairs. But getting back to the discussion point, I like your idea to having it, once or twice in 2 years, more like a Champions Trophy in, cricket, which is now cancelled, by the way. But yeah, that's a good idea. You get to play this. Okay, so let's move on to the summarization part. Now, Narendra, over to you.
This is the closed shop. We might not know whether it will keep on opening. It had a history back in '99 when Wenger said that there is an opportunity that these teams might come together and start a separate league, breakaway league that might give them more money. That is one possibility, and that will definitely boost these clubs' income. Plus, there is an opportunity for these clubs to go for a big player. So always big players will be part of those big teams. And that is it from our side for Super League. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure you are subscribed to this channel and do follow us on our social media. Thank you.